Hi there everyone, my name is Mengs, and today I bring you a very short news video for Fire Emblem Engage. I've started to do these regularly on Mondays now, as the official Japanese Fire Emblem Twitter account appears to be releasing new clips every Friday and Monday at exactly 10 AM European time. But for some reason, they have yet to post a new clip today. It's either delayed, or maybe these releases are not as much on a schedule as we had first anticipated. Since I'm going up to the cabin, I won't be back until Thursday, so I decided to just analyze the one clip we got on Friday. But knowing my luck, they're probably releasing another clip later today, or possibly just as this video goes up. Nothing I can do about it. First off, let's go over a few things I missed in the last video. It appears that rings will not be exclusive to the main characters, as we actually see the paladin Vander having a Sigurd summon available. However, people have pointed out that there seemed to be a restriction in place, in that a character can only summon a hero that wields the same weapon type as them. Vander is able to summon Sigurd since they are both mounted and can wield lances, and this does line up with everything we've seen so far. Aylar has only been seen summoning Marth, and both of them wield swords, and Celine has only been seen summoning Celica, since both of them are able to use magic and swords. And we've also seen Alfred summoning Sigurd, and they too are both characters that are mounted and wield lances. In the last video I did, I mistakenly described these two characters flanking Alfred as Celine and Lois, but they are actually not. The girl on the left is probably the archer Eddie, and while I think the guy on the right looks like Lois the Armor Knight, a lot of people in the comments pointed out that they think he's the unnamed fighter we've seen in many of the clips so far, and both of them are probably Alfred's retainers. A lot of people have also pointed out in the comments that the blue circles we often see on the ground may not be save points due to how close they are to each other, but it could very well be the return of the Dragon Vein mechanic. Since we are playing as a Divine Dragon, and since we know this game is very similar to Fates, it would not be far-fetched to see this mechanic making a return to Fire Emblem Engage. If not that, then they may be the same online feature reward tiles that we saw in Tree Houses, which allows characters stepping on them to get a small boosts. I personally really dislike these tiles, as they felt like a pay-to-win mechanic by offering a boost to those with a Nintendo Online subscription, so I hope they won't make a return. Another thing that a lot of people have brought to my attention so far is that there has not been a single mention of S-rank supports in this game. The highest we've seen so far have been A-rank ones. This could mean that pairing won't be a thing in Engage, or it could be exclusively available to the avatar character. Anyway, with those details out of the way, it's time to comment on the few clips we've gotten thus far, this time of the character Celine. We have a brief cinematic clip of her talking, but since I couldn't find any official translations, I had to use the auto-generated YouTube captions, which are pretty unreliable, but I'm 99% sure she's just saying hello and thank you very much, and she also seems to say that she's the sister of Alfred. We then get to see two small gameplay clips of Celine attacking. The first one shows her attacking a corrupted fighter. This map appears to feature a lot of ruined houses, and I get the feeling this might be a skirmish similar to the ones we see in Fire Emblem 8, where most of the buildings have been destroyed. We also see that Celine is able to wield swords and tomes, similar to Celica from Gaiden/Echoes, who we have seen her summon with a ring. We also see an armor slayer in her inventory, and I can't help but notice that the design of the sword is exactly similar to the one from Fates, and we can of course also see that it is effective against armored units. When Celine selects a different sword, we can see that several of her stats, like her avoid, goes down. This probably indicates that weapon weight is making a return, since it is known for reducing your speed. We have seen both the build stat and what appears to be a weight stat included previously, so I think it's pretty much guaranteed that this is going to be the case. We then see Celine performing a critical hit and a break attack, and considering how many times we've seen this happen now, I think we can pretty much confirm how they work. When you attack an enemy with a weapon triangle advantage, you trigger a break attack, which disables them from counterattacking, at least if your attack lands. If this is indeed how it works every time, it means that the weapon triangle will play a huge part in Fire Emblem Engage, more than any other game. This mechanic sounds pretty nice in the hands of the player, as you can essentially avoid counterattacks if you use it right, but I can't help but think how annoying it will be when the enemy uses it against you. We then see another brief clip of Celine casting a fire spell on an enemy Myrmidon, scoring a 1% crit, which was probably rigged for the purposes of creating this clip. There's not much else to say about it that we haven't already touched upon. The animation looks good and the sound effects are satisfying. Celine's design, on the other hand, is it's very over the top. I personally like ballroom dresses a lot, but hers just seem incredibly overkill. It's already been memed into oblivion by a lot of members of the community, and I will say that while I like Engage so far, I do agree that the character design is almost comically bad in certain areas, and I think this will be a major point of contention when this game launches. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, point out any missed details in the comments, yada yada, you know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe for more Fire Emblem news, and if you want to be up to date on all the news I've done so far, you can click the playlist that appears in front of you right now. Anyway, I'm going away now, and there's probably going to be a lot of news dropped in my absence. Until next time, guys, my name is Mangs. Take care, bye bye.